Here I am, the greatest master clickbaiter this YouTube land has ever seen. Okay, it's not really clickbait. More or less, it's kind of clickbait. I don't know. This is a return to the filler arc. Okay, the videos where I just kind of turn on the camera and say whatever I've been thinking about lately, while also like updating you guys on like what I'm trying to do with the channel right now. I often get a lot of comments about how surprised people are to find my channel, which is like this super small channel, and then look through some of the videos to find that I have been uploading for a really long time. Since about 2015 specifically is when I started making my YouTube channel, which I don't know if I feel comfortable saying like, "Oh yeah, I am at 10 years of YouTube. We've been on this thing for 10 whole years," like because there were years where I just straight up didn't upload at all, and like a year or two where I uploaded like twice. And so like I'm not sure if I want to say like, "Oh yeah, I'm a seasoned veteran of YouTube." That's so inauthentic to ascertain, to assert. Yeah, to assert, I guess. However, with like how much time I've been on YouTube making videos on YouTube, and obviously the more time I've spent watching YouTube the years before I actually started, I've seen it change and I've seen it grow. And like I don't think those changes are necessarily bad, but I've just like it's something I acknowledge that it's happened, like the YouTube 10 years ago looked way different than it does now. And there were a whole iterations of YouTube that happened in between. Back in 2015, that was like, I feel like the peak of like vloggers who just talked about the most random things about their lives. That was like your Dan and Phil stuff, Or there was also gaming content that was like way bigger back then and way more addictive to get to the next part and the next part and the next part. At least from where I stand and look at YouTube. There was that whole animator boom as well back then. And the point of what I'm saying is that YouTube has changed a lot and it will continue to change, and that is not either a good or bad thing. The thing is, you also have to change to adjust to that as if you're the YouTuber, right? And this is like it's not me being on YouTube for 10 years, It's not me being on YouTube for 10 years that's made me think about this. It's how my channel has done recently in the algorithm. The algorithm has changed a lot in recent months. And you did not need to hear that from me because you probably heard it from someone else. And what gets me thinking about the algorithm right now is last year I was able to make these video essays that got so many views, and like two of them even like surpassed 1,000 views, and that was like so unbelievable to me. It was so insane, and I'm so grateful that so many people watched it and enjoyed the content that I made, especially since my most viewed video now is what I would say is like the penultimate, like what this channel is, right? It has a good amount of satire, has a good amount of humor and entertainment value, while also weaving in just enough insight to where you feel like there was substance to it. And so I tried to maintain that to the best of my ability, though it's kind of hard to continue that. It's hard to prep a video with that level of precision, I guess, or intentionality. The funny thing is it kind of started to seem like an automated system for me. Like if I just make another video essay and like push through the efforts to edit it and upload it, then it would do well for me and I would increase my subscriber count by a long shot. And I thought that would carry over to this year as well. But it hasn't technically it kind of has. What I'm seeing right now with this channel is some of my videos will do really well, but it will be over a long period of time. I uploaded the rock and roll video like months ago. It just now is like hitting like 800 views and it's still going. Like by next week, it will probably be at 900. I'm so grateful for that because I'm really happy with how that video turned out. But it just goes to show that that's what would have happened in a week last year. But also last year, like that week would happen and then it'd go down, you know, the views would stop. So with this algorithm change, I don't know what the best step forward is, because, you know, it was, my thinking was originally, if I just make a video essay about a movie, it will do well. Specifically, if it's a movie I'm passionate about, obviously I need to like the content if I'm going to actually be able to complete making the content, which is what happened with the Lord of the Rings video. Even though I filmed it like a year ago, let's not worry about that, okay? I'm really happy with how that video turned out, and I uploaded it, and I'm still happy with it. And I'm so happy about the thumbnail. I worked like an hour on that thumbnail, but ultimately only got like 40 views, which was kind of a wake-up call for me because, like, obviously some of my other videos recently haven't done super well compared to a lot of the videos that are doing a lot better. But the fact that like this more high effort video that is based on something I'm super passionate about didn't work, it was kind of a wake-up call for me, because of course it like who's talking about Lord of the Rings right now? Who's like there's no Rings of Power season as far as I'm aware. I don't watch the show, not gonna lie. That is such a niche to try to tap at, and of course it's not gonna be as well received as some of the other videos I've made. Even my K-pop Demon Hunters video, it saw the same progress as the rock and roll video, where over time, like on the first day or two, I was like, dang, this video did not do well enough to justify the fact that I watched this movie purely to make a video out of it. Which I liked that movie, you know, I wasn't trying to pull any wool over people's eyes, but the straw that broke the camel's back in me deciding to actually set aside the time to watch that movie was, I figured since it was doing so well, I could make a video out of it and do some good things for the channel. And fortunately, because of that, over time, it's increased the view count, which overall leads it to be a very successful video. And it's not me saying that the Lord of the Rings video is not successful, because of course it is. I'm very proud of that video. I'm very happy with how it turned out. And I think it's very possible that the next time Lord of the Rings gets big in the YouTube landscape, then that video will start amplifying in views. But the point I bring up is that, you know, I've seen a little bit of success. You know, I've seen that I have the skill to get 100 subscribers. I have the skill to get 1,000 views on a video. And I have the skill to make something I'm really proud of. And so now what I need to do is I need to adapt and really ask myself, like, what is the best thing to do to actually grow the channel? Since it's so real now, like, it's hard to think about actually being able to make a career out of YouTube, but after getting 100 subscribers, it's actually real in my mind to get 500 and maybe even 1,000, and that'd be incredible. However, I don't think I'm getting the view count to do that yet. However, to do that, I think I need to really consider what my strategy is for getting even further in YouTube, because I think I've proven at this point that I will continue to make YouTube videos regardless of whether I'm successful or not. I think that is definitely the proof of being on YouTube for like over 10 years on and off. Ultimately, I am passionate enough about this to where I will just do it even if nobody watches. But if I want to keep doing it, if I want to do it more frequently, and if I want to use YouTube to build my career in filmmaking, then I need to actually consider and strategize, like, how do we actually make some money off of this, you know? How do we actually get big enough to where we can actually do something with this channel and not just have it be its own little blip in the internet that will be forgotten forever. That's kind of why I started posting shorts content was I kind of saw it coming. I think that's the way to go. I think trying to go onto TikTok and YouTube and uploading more on there, then I think that will lead me to be able to get more outreach. But it's just hard for me to find the motivation to actually work on a video right now since I'm so unsure of what the next step is. I really want to make sure that if I'm going to put the effort that I did in like the SpongeBob video into a new video, that it is a video that as many people can find as possible, because I feel like it'd be the most entertaining video I have coming up right now. And it's like, how do I do that? How do I make the most successful video, but also the most like entertaining video? What even would that be? How do I follow that niche? There's a whole lot of things that I will ultimately have to figure out for myself. And I feel like this question of priority really like reached its peak for me when the other day I was like thinking about it and I was praying about it, and I just had the question in my mind of what is the most successful video I can make and what is the most fun video I can make, and are they really that different? That sent me onto a little path of like asking myself, because what that did for me was it made me like reframe my thinking and really wonder like what is the purpose of me talking about film, right? What was I wanting to do? I was wanting to make movies. I was wanting to try out things, and a lot of that stuff would be the most fun, and I think I could make it very successful too, and I think it would be very well received regardless of how like success minded I have it, you know, or how algorithm brained I am. But the important part of that is really asking myself, like, what is that video? What is that video that I'll have so much fun making? Now I think I have it. With the preparation of writing a gothic horror novel to drop on the internet, that will probably be that will probably be rough around the edges, to say the least, but I think entertaining. I think I know what the video is that would be the most fun, and I think I know the path to make the videos that are the most successful too. And I think there's something really fun about that, because it goes back to where we started. You know, YouTube has changed a lot, but so have I, right? And that's the whole reason I do the Goom Media Seasons thing, because at the end of the day, we got to make new things to keep ourselves creatively stimulated, but also audiences need new things to continue to be impressed, right? And feel like they have substance. I don't think it's some sort of like YouTube policy or algorithm change that they chose to do that swayed the change in how YouTube content is made. I think YouTube content swayed the algorithm, and I think the viewers swayed the algorithm. So in essence, I think what my important takeaway here is, I don't know. What is it? What am I talking about? Ultimately, this filler video is because I wasn't wanting to film a video, and I wasn't wanting to work on videos. I've been really struggling with finding motivation to do what I love, which is so crazy, but it's because I'm constantly trying to ask myself what is going to work instead of actually just doing what I've been wanting to do this season, which is be more consistent and just throw crap at the wall regardless of whether it sticks or not. Because in doing that, I will find what works naturally. And I hope to never make it sound in this video, though I believe I have, which is why I feel the need to clarify now. I'm very happy with the content I've been making, whether that's the like get punched, make $10,000, or the video essays, or even the Goom Media season videos that probably do the worst on this channel, which is okay. No matter what it is, even if it's a video about like thumbnails when I was just trying to learn how to make a thumbnail, I'm very proud of my videos, and I'm very happy with how all of them turn out. Even if even if at the time it was just like, I'm going to make this video just because I've started it and I need to finish it, I can at least enjoy that I finished it. And so while it seems like I'm not seeing enough success to really feel comfortable with the future of my life with this YouTube channel. That can't stop. So this video is all about YouTube not being fun to me anymore. But in reality, it's just not fun right now because I'm not doing what I always do, which is whatever the heck I want. And doing whatever the heck I want, whether that's talk about Phineas and Ferb or make Dr. Pilk, it's always led me to the right place on YouTube. And so this video, I feel like the reason I'm making this video, I must have said that phrase like 5 different times saying something completely different. I want my lesson. Hello, future me. I want my future, I want my lesson to the future goon watching this, because I know you're watching it, to do whatever the heck you want on the YouTube channel, because that's what's gonna lead you to the most success, even when you don't think it will. And that's the moral. Yeah. We'll call that the moral of the story. Get me a Grammy, get me an Oscar, get me what other useless awards that don't pertain here. The Nobel Peace Prize. I'm out.